Collins and I'm founder of Enabled by Design. Enabled by Design is a social business and community of people who are passionate about design for all. We believe that good design can support people to live as independently as possible by helping to make day-to-day tasks that little bit easier. Design for All is designed for human diversity, social inclusion and equality, with desired results being products and services that are accessible to as many people as possible.
This is kind of a classic design example in that this is accessible to me, therefore it's accessible to everyone.
Without even a thought, until either something doesn't work or it's difficult to use. So rather than becoming frustrated or just giving up on these products altogether, we want to find a way to all work together to make things better. I think people are the experts in their own lives, they know what works for them, so I think it's really important that people are given the opportunity to say what they think about whether something works for them or not. So I think it's really good to bring together the design community with people who can share their own life experiences, especially about independent living.
The problem I have is, for example, when I'm shaving, in the morning I would wake up and obviously start shaving before, because work surfaces are so low, I have to bend down almost 90 degrees to shave, and it's just doing that kind of every day, every other day really hurts your back just having to do so much bending.
It's very infrequent that someone offers to help you get off the train or go down steps, which can be really tricky, especially if you've got bags or you've got a coffee or a drink. I think there is a bit of a kind of perception thing with men and women, and I think often people think that men can do it and can handle it, whereas it'd be really helpful to have a hand sometimes doing that. It'd be less stressful for the baby, especially when they're younger, from kind of bashing down the steps. There is a safety issue, a genuine safety issue, and I think, yeah, I don't know if there's some kind of sticker or some way of raising awareness to let people know that men do need help as well.
Not everybody has got, in inverted commas, a Clive who comes and fixes everything electrical in my house. There's people that live alone that haven't got a family to come and help them do all these things.
She caught her fingers in the washing machine, and because she doesn't understand fully how it works, she's felt the pain and then pushed it harder and harder into it because she didn't realise it was that motion that was causing her the pain. Fingers go into things as well and press buttons, so that is another safety issue. Obviously, well, she does it to the washing machine all the time, which isn't like, just might shrink our clothes a bit, but I'm sure there's other things where the fingers press something and it could be a bit more dangerous.
There's an awful lot of people, of elderly people that live on their own, and I'm sure don't have half the things that they could have because they don't know how to do it.
Having spoken to lots of different people, it's been really interesting to find that everyone has things that either don't work for them or they find difficult to use, and quite often, rather than finding a real solution, people tend to sort of try and navigate around the problem and kind of avoid it rather than trying to fix it.
You've just got to basically be carrying something quite heavy and be able to use one hand to do the rest of things, which is manageable, but you've just kind of got to adapt to it.
I've kind of got used to, like, the way the world seems to work is I can do everything, you've just got to find out how to do it or the way around it.
The Enabled by Design-athon is a 2-day event It's kind of an experiment to see how we can bring together our community with makers and new technology to come up with new products that can potentially change people's lives.
Born disabled, I've kind of always just adapted to things, really. There are a couple of things that it took me a long time to find a way around. One of the biggest things, though it sounds really trivial to everyone else, is breaking eggs. Up until about 2 years ago, I'd never cracked an egg in my life. That wasn't until a friend of mine bought me this. It's an egg breaker, very simple thing, made of plastic. It opens up, a bit like that. Egg goes in it, closes up, you bang it on a surface, open it back up, yolk and everything falls out of the thing, and in theory, no shell. So that is a very, very simple example of how a very simple product can kind of change. I don't want to say change my life out of making eggs, because I didn't feel like I was massively underprivileged not being able to break eggs, but it has opened up omelettes, cakes. I can bake now. I'd never been able to bake before.
Enabled by Design-athon has been a really interesting experiment for us, kind of looking at how we can bring together an engaged community of people together with the wider maker and design community. So really it's been a way for us to explore this relationship and maybe how we can bring these people together to work in the future.